Okay. Hey guys, how are you? I'm just double checking that I am actually on and cool. So it should be on. Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And apologies for not being here yesterday to do the video tip, but stuff happens, sometimes, but that's absolutely okay. So I wanted to share with you, this is video tip number 9, I believe, getting ready for our video workshop, which is tomorrow and Sunday. So that's Saturday and Sunday. So that's pretty exciting, but it's all going to be recorded. So if you can't make that, that's absolutely fine. And you want to know more of these details, well, of course, send me a private message and I'll shoot you the link so you can find out more about that. But anyway, let me give you a tip and lots of value for today. So we've covered a lot of stuff over the last couple of weeks. So what I'd like to, or what people have been asking me to cover today was like, well, how do you share it if you have a team member, or maybe you have a VA, for example? So you don't have separate accounts and share and stuff like that. So how can you keep it all in one spot so that if you're a VA or you're maybe somebody else you work with, so a lot of you know I work with Sarah Rose, so sometimes Sarah will make some videos, sometimes I will, but they're all in one account. So it's really important to keep them all in one spot. Number one. Number two, I'm going to show you how to, one of the questions was like, do I have to start from scratch each time? The answer is no. So how to, if you're doing a very similar project, so maybe there's just some tweaks that you want to do with it. Maybe it's a split test of you have a project and you have maybe the same kind of script, but you want to change some images and do a test of it. So how you can easily duplicate that project and then just change a few things in it. And also one of the questions I've been asked is, how do I delete just one scene in it? Now, I'm going to show you those ones in this. And if there's any other questions while I'm on, let me know in the comments if I can see those comments right now. And I'll try and get to those as well, guys. But for now, let's get to all of that. So let me share my screen. As usual, I knew my Facebook would be open, but there you go. So you can see my screen there, guys. So this is the videos I've been making. So I'm still working on the one that I showed you as an example in the beginning of this. I haven't, polished it off. I haven't given it any finesse other than the steps we've shown you. This one here that you would have seen on my page, this one down here, is the one that I did the same process, but I actually finished it off and showed you guys how it's done. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about how to add a team member. So just if you go into your account before you actually go into projects or anything like that, you just go into your account. This is my account here, as you can see. And the other day we showed you about how to preset your brand colors and things like that, so you don't have to do it every time. So you just go into team settings here and you add a team member. It's that simple. Now you can decide, as you can see, Sarah, the beautiful Sarah, is one of my team members. So here is, they can have admin, so they can have full rights to it, or they can just be a bit of an editor, so they can't kind of start projects and everything. They can just edit some of the ones that are there. It's really that simple. You just open it up, you put their name, their email address, and you select their role there. And that sends them an email to invite them to your team. They accept it, and voila, they end up in here with you. So it's really that simple. What that does is keep all of the projects. So I'll go into my projects. So whether I've made them or somebody else has made them or whatever, it keeps all of these projects in the same. There's a little one I made for a copywriting course we did, Turn Your Words into Dollars. These are some other ones I made or Sarah made. So it keeps them all there. So that comes to my next thing is, so if you come to, you're doing some marketing videos, or if you're doing a course, for example, and you want the same layout and the same kind of additions to some of the slides, it's really easy to actually, that's to edit that. It's really easy to make it a new project. So let me show you how. So let me go in to edit the project. It's really great, as I say, if you're doing courses that are similar and they look the same all the time, it's really easy to do that. So let me go to duplicate a scene first. So to duplicate a scene is right here. So you literally would just duplicate the scene. It's the exact same down here, then you can edit it. So what I mean by when you would duplicate the whole thing, it's because of this. So you might love the layout. You don't want to have to go back and redo the whole layout of it. So you can just do it, and then you can bring in all the same functionality in it, if that makes sense. So, oops, sorry, I have to get my little, myself is up in the corner there, and I just have to make sure that I'm seeing all the functionality of it. So that's how you duplicate a scene. Likewise, how you delete a scene is to just go into that little box. So this is kind of a very minimal edit here. Oh, I clicked edit instead of, let me go back there. I clicked edit instead of delete. So yeah, so you just go to delete there. It'll usually ask you, are you sure? So it kind of takes away how scary it is to actually, you know, accidentally press something. So it does give you that. So there you go. You can do that easily. So, oops, let me go back into projects for you. Oops. So in order to duplicate a project, you have to first render it. So it has to be completed or finished. So you can't duplicate it like this one. As you can see here, it's in the middle of still being edited. It hasn't been finished. When it's finished, it will actually edit like this for you. It'll look like this. Every time you go back in and edit the same one, it kind of duplicates it and makes a new one. But see here, this is the duplication button. I can duplicate it and go, yes, I want to start it. I want to call it something else. So it's fully editable. You need to click create. Oops. And it is creating right now. It does take a few seconds to recreate it. So it will duplicate it and it'll take a few, oops, did that happen? Ah, duplicate now. Sorry, I clicked the thing up the front. So see here. So as well, if you were going for YouTube videos versus you wanted more of a phone look, you wanted more like a Facebook video, whatever that is. So you can choose this here. You can always change it when you go back, remember. So you just go into duplicate. Some of the changes might not reflect in your new video because I might have chosen it in a different layout than it was. That's okay. Let's duplicate it anyway. I love this little thing. It tells you how quickly it's duplicating. And there you go. There's your new one ready. So that is exactly a duplication of the one I did. So now I can just go in and literally edit and go, you know what, I want something else in there. But I have the same layout. I just want to go in and change the text. So it's fully editable. You can go in and change the text here. Say whatever it is that you want. Just say hello. So without having to change my colors, without having to change the layout, I might just say, you know what, I like all that, but I want to actually change a photo in there. So you just go to your images, which I showed you in one of the other ones, and you can just change the image as well. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. It was how to add a team members, how to duplicate a project, and how to delete just one scene in it. So there's lots of other tips there. Let me know what you love about these tips. Anything else we can help you with, please let me know. And if you want to join us tomorrow, there's still some time to hop on and join us tomorrow. I was going to tell you more about stickers and things like that. So see all down here, there's lots of different things that we could show you and tell you, and make sure that you're getting all of the, I'm going to say that, all of the content in there, but I just don't have enough time in a Facebook Live. So I trust that makes sense, guys, for you. And remember, animation is another thing to do. So if I can try and hop on early tomorrow, maybe before we start the course, I'll try and hop on and show you some animation of shapes as well. So for now, guys, it's bye from me.